Marcello Lippi is used to the pressure of international football. What a tumultuous 12 months it's been for Juventus. The form side in European football. Before Christmas, of course, they won the World Club Championship. And isn't it great to see two goalkeepers, captains here, Lamar, the Paris Saint-Germain custodian who was Player of the Year last season, and Angelo Peruzzi. The Parc des Princes is the venue here for the first leg of the European Super Cup. Two sides also well in contention in their respective cup competitions in Europe. Juve through to the quarterfinals of the European Cup, and Lamar has led Paris Saint-Germain through to the quarterfinals of the Cup Winners' Cup. But the job at hand here now is the European Super Cup first leg. Loco again will lead from the front. Zidane, a return back to France for him after 4 great years at Bordeaux. Ciro Ferrara already has put away 3 goals in the Serie A competition this season. And there's Peruzzi and Lamar. Conditions in Europe overnight very cold, around -12, -15 degrees. And it's Paris Saint-Germain who will get us away here. Telly Valdez and Patrice Loco over the ball. Didier Deschamps, another Frenchman out there for Juve. Deschamps had spent the bulk of his footballing career at Marseille and Bordeaux, and prior to that at Nantes. Paris Saint-Germain get us away. And as you can see, it's going to be so difficult for the players out there today. And for Paris Saint-Germain, it's still the winter break in France at the moment. The competition resumes on Sunday week, and they spent a week playing in the wonderful islands of Reunion and Mauritius to get away from the cold. The coach hasn't really put too much emphasis on this game, which is a bit of a surprise. They're more concerned about playing Monaco when the league resumes, because they have really squandered the lead in the run home as Paris Saint-Germain. Ray was caught offside. To the disappointment, of course, of the local fans here. There can be no doubts about the offside. Deli Valdez also up there. That's a great clearance away. Loco up against Ciro Ferrara. Getting inside of Torricelli. The release isn't a bad one at all. It could be on here. Skidding through. Good take by Peruzzi. A lightning start here from the home side, Paris Saint-Germain. Good attempt. 2 minutes in. A lovely strike, this one from Vicente Guerin, French international. So much depth in this Paris Saint-Germain side. Coach Ricardo has 8 of his 11 out there, with around over 200 appearances for each player. That's Lamar now has played 377 games in France. Zidane with a corner kick. Nice bend on it, and the header from Torricelli. Or Padovano, rather. His second season here at Juve. He's only had 7 starts in the league, but has put away 4 goals in Italy. That's coolly done by Laurent Fournier. Now Deli Valdez knows quite a bit about the Italian opposition here after playing at Cagliari. It's his second season now. This is Alessandro Del Piero, and cleaning up Jérôme Leroy, a 22-year-old PSG product. Nice bend on that one. Safely headed away by Bruno Ngotti, but there is the breakthrough. It wasn't really a safe clearance. And Parini has come up from the back. Juve take the lead. The match is only 5 minutes old. Well, it looked to be a safe header away, but really, Lamar should have come for this one. And Gotti heads away. And the clearance from Guerin. What tragedy for the French side. Juve lead courtesy of their 28-year-old defender, Sergio Parini. Well, everything going right for Juve, although domestically they haven't been travelling too well, only taking 2 points in their last 3 Serie A matches. They drew on the weekend at home to Atalanta, then lost the previous round at Parma 1-0 and drew away to Piacenza 1-1 before Christmas. What a surprise from Vicente Guerin, an accomplished international player, but it looked to be a safe header by Ngotti. But Paris Saint-Germain could strike back here. And unfortunately for Loco, he slipped at the wrong moment. Deschamps, they're offside. Foul, free kick for Juve. Alessandro Del Piero. Some talk in the last 24 hours that Blackburn are looking to make a swap deal with the Italian international. He's been in lightning form. Wherever you're watching around Australia on Fox Sports, and I'm sure the bulk of you are Juventus supporters, be very happy to know it's 1-0. Parini's goal in the 5th minute splitting them, but Paris Saint-Germain have looked very dangerous in attack. Once again, it breaks down. There's Joel Batz. The manager on the left, Ricardo. header away by Didier Deschamps. Here they come again, sliding through. Lockall won't get there, Peruzzi does. Sepp Blatter in attendance as well. Recently at home to visit his daughter Corinne, who works with Soccer Australia. Now Torricelli. Zidane. Well, I thought there might have been an obstruction. The referee did not deem it. Torricelli again. Nice skills by Godin. Deli Valdez, good switch to the right. Needed to be higher than that. Perini cleared it. Surprisingly, the number 7 Leonardo, the Brazilian, on the bench today. Lightning start to his first stint here in France. He's actually their leading scorer in the league, proper 7 goals, but he scored all of those in the first 12 rounds. Nice control by Rai. He's just stumbled at the wrong moment with the clearance. Even Glenn Hoddle in attendance. Along with his boss from the FA. Well, it's a star-studded cast in the terraces. That's the story. Perini's goal, the difference. Safety done by Peruzzi. Now Zidane. Well read. Look at the space here again. Rai, he goes long this time. Ferrara cleared. But straight to another Paris Saint-Germain player. And in the end, Tacchinardi just playing it short for Zidane. Deschamps. He's got Delivio on his right. Nice ball on for Zidane. Good position, but he struck it wide. Well, that is a surprise. Juventus have won the Super Cup. That was back in 1984. They beat Liverpool 2-0. Amongst a host of trophies that they've collected, 42 big ones in fact. The UEFA Cup 3 times, European Cup twice, the World Club Championship twice, as well as 23 league titles, a record number in Italy. Perini gets it right the second time. Chiellini again. Ricardo returning to France after a stint in Portugal. Had the team firing very early in the domestic campaign. They've slipped of late. 4 points behind Auxerre when the league resumes. Just over a week, Montero on the bench as well, along with the former part of a striker, Amaruso. Lombardo struggling to cement a place in the first 11 this season. Only one start, that was back in round 13. Well, that was dangerous because Del Piero was coming through. The angle too tough for him. Torricelli away to Deschamps. Zidane again, they can't afford to give him this sort of room. D'Olivio goes for the first time ball. And covering there is Jimmy Algerino. Look at the space again. Zidane plays it to D'Olivio. Back post ball, Del Piero inside and headed back confidently by Paul Le Guen. Another good move. That's great work by Alessandro Del Piero. And the keeper very brave. And out come Peruzzi. Deschamps. Just in case you've just woken up, it's 1-0 to Juve, first leg of the European Super Cup. It could be 1-1, it's not. Struck wide by Loco, the man that cost $7 million when he left Nantes in 1995. A complex character. Last year he was in a psychiatric clinic for a very short period. Loco has 6 goals in the French First Division this season. Goal scoring hasn't been a major problem at all. They've put away 65 goals last season in 38 games. In this campaign, 35 goals in 23. Although in the Cup Winners' Cup campaign, in just 2 rounds of football, PSG have knocked in 13 goals. They get to play AEK of Athens in the quarterfinals in March. Marcello Lippi, this week voted the European Coach of the Year by a Montevideo newspaper in South America. His colleagues in Italy also voted him Coach of the Year. And the International Federation of Statistics voted Juve as the best team of '96. Young defender Giuliano just limbering up there. Padovano, so hard for the players. Ray, and away by Guidin. Perini away, Zidane. That's a great pass, Padovano. Might have been better off letting it go, because down the left side was Del Piero. No Alan Boksic there today, injured on the weekend. And the tragedy for Juve is that he could be out for up to 2 months. He's got really bad ankle injury, left ankle. He's damaged the ligaments there. He had to come off on the weekend. He was actually replaced by Christian Vieri, who in turn was replaced by Amoruso at half-time. They expect him to be back anything up to 2 months. They play Rosenborg in the first leg of the European Cup quarter-final on March the 5th. So it looks like he'll be out of that game as well. And that was the problem, really, when you look at the players they signed this season. Vieri scored 6 goals at Atalanta. Boksic only 4 goals last season at Lazio. Del Piero 6 goals last season. They lost Ravanelli and Vialli this year. Left them a bit short up front. They've still been able to survive without some key artillery where they need it most, because of the likes of Del Piero. And also Padovano. 2-0 Juve. Deflecting in, tragedy for Paris Saint-Germain. But absolute joy for the visitors Juventus. A stunning blow, this one. Padovano had an early header that went wide, but look at the marking. 7 players are in that box there for Paris Saint-Germain, but no one stuck with Padovano. The challenge from Bruno Ngotti was way too late. Yes, definitely not a problem in the goal-scoring department today for Juve. Although a story has come through that they're looking to re-sign Fabrizio Ravanelli, who was very reluctant to leave the club after helping them win the European Cup last season. Ravanelli has been very critical of the way things are going at Middlesbrough. A side that's only won 1 of their last 16 league games. And there's Padovano again. An inspired game here from a man that's played at quite a few clubs. Yeah, Ravanelli joined Middlesbrough for almost 10 million. He scored quite a few goals, but he didn't want to leave Juve. And he has a contract there until 2001 as the first booking is made. Tacchinardi fouled. Fournier goes in the book. Already the talk is that Milan, Inter Milan and Roma are looking to sign Ravanelli. Strong defending from Algerino. Away by Fournier. He hasn't made the impact we expected yet. Just under 20 minutes left in the first half, and the home side are trailing 2-0. Great steal by Fournier. Great backheel for Rai, and he's trying to find Deli Valdez on the left. Gomi. On by Godin. They're onside. That's goal bound. Better play from Paris Saint-Germain. A rasping attempt, this one. Now the 22-year-old Paris Saint-Germain product, Leroy was the player. Torricelli. Zidane. Delivio. There was no hope there for Alessandro Del Piero. For all of Juve's dominance in the league and the Champions League, there's only been one player who played in their last international against Bosnia. Torricelli started that game. Zidane. Offside flag against Ciro Ferrara. Paris Saint-Germain, unlike their illustrious opponent today, very new to international football. Their Cup Winners' Cup win last season, which we featured on Fox, was their first title in Europe. They had made the semi-finals in the UEFA Cup of '93, the Cup Winners' Cup of '94, and the European Cup of '95. That was their first win, defeating Rapid Vienna 1-0. Seven survivors out there today: Lama, Fournier, and Gauthier, Le Guen, Godin, Ray and Loco. Gone are the likes of Bravo, Djorkaeff. Both of those players playing their trade in Italy. Del Piero trying to do too much. Clever decoy. Good little touch too for Deli Valdez. And brought down from behind. This will also be a yellow. Vocal Parisian crowd very happy about this, seeing one of their old French countrymen here returning back home, although Deschamps, of course, played his French football at Nantes, Marseille and Bordeaux. Second booking. there's trouble for Jimmy Algarino, the 25-year-old defender. A new signing this season. Very busy period for Juve at the moment. This is their 10th game in the last 6 weeks. And you've also got to take into account there was a 13-day break over Christmas for all the Italian sides. So a jam-packed program for them. They're away to Lazio on the weekend. And wide of the mark from Ngotti. A Lyon product. He came here at Paris Saint-Germain in 1995. 3-year contract. Paris Saint-Germain must score, really. They must be the next team to score. 15 minutes left in this first half. 2-0 to Juve. Handball against Del Piero. Juventus, very used to European competition. In fact, they've won more games than any other side in Europe. They won more than Real Madrid, 155 victories. And they're aiming for the 156th. Deschamps, good clean challenge on Domi. And is this the response? It is, and Peruzzi pulls off a good save. It's the beauty of games like this. They're so open. And Paris Saint-Germain need more of that. Great control getting inside of Borini. The own goal. The header had come from Padovano. And it certainly came at the wrong moment for the home side. Deschamps. Padovano. Tacchinardi. One of the youngest players out there at 21 now. Padovano getting away from Bruno Ngotti. Oh, that's coolly done by the 25-year-old defender. Here they come again. Del Piero is inside. And away by Paul Le Guen. So an early change. Kennedy, the 22-year-old defender, has come on now. A second chance, and another goal! And this time it's Ciro Ferrara! What a devastating performance from Juve! It seems that every time they attack the Paris Saint-Germain goal, they come up with something like this. It looked to be a shot from Zidane, but what about the reaction from Ciro Ferrara? Le Guen, the number 6, kept them all onside. And Ciro Ferrara, well, he scored 3 goals already this season in the league. And now it's 3-0. This is an amazing first half. Now the Portuguese star Kennedy testing out Peruzzi. He came here this season from Benfica. The big question is, how does Paris Saint-Germain come back? It's not like they've been totally dominated. It's just that every time Juve has attacked this goal, they've scored. And Peruzzi has pulled off 3 very good saves as well. The breaks aren't going their way. This is a big turnaround after the disappointment of losing against Parma. The first time they've lost in the new year, the first game of the year in 17 years. And last week, amazingly, they drew at home against lowly Atalanta 0-0. Peruzzi had an outstanding game against Parma. Ravanelli was quoted as saying that Peruzzi, in his eyes, was by far the best player. He watched that game in England live. Lippi knows it wasn't the true Juve against Parma and also against Atalanta. That seems to affect a lot of sides that have got European commitments. You look at the Champions League, Juve won 5 games and drew just the 1, scoring 11 goals and conceding just 1 goal. Here it's 3-0 and a corner kick to Juventus. Deschamps onside, and Padovano will not get a better opportunity than that. Already has a goal in the game, although it's been deemed an own goal. He's headed deflecting in. There's no holding back.
Second yellow card. One time.
The instructions very clear. Fournier already has a booking that came in the 24th minute. They cannot afford to be down to 10 men. They trail 3-0. There's just over 5 minutes left as those visiting supporters are not feeling the cold in Paris tonight. And it was almost an own goal, but still, it's 4. This time Padovano will be credited. This is one of the most comprehensive performances in the world of football in the last 12 months. Juventus lead the European Super Cup first leg game here in Paris, 4-0. That's right, 4-0. Almost an own goal, but for the brilliant reflexes of Lamar. But Padovano is deadly from that range. And if you've just woken up, don't despair. At half-time, we'll be showing you the highlights in this first half. Not many for Ricardo, the coach of Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, what would he be wondering? The story is simple here. The marking has been so ineffective. Very pedestrian stuff from a side that has slipped away quite a degree in their domestic league. After leading the competition for a major part of the first 23 rounds, only one victory for them in their previous 6 matches in the French First Division. That was back in round 20 against Caen. They've got a proud record here. They've only lost 1 game at home. That was in round 21. But Juve, they have killed the game. How can Paris Saint-Germain come back now? It would be one of the most stunning comebacks in the history of football. 4-0 to Juventus. We're not even at the halfway stage yet. Raid. The back heel had come from Leroy. Can Paris Saint-Germain do something? They can't because Deschamps did enough there. Now Del Piero. That's lovely control. Delivio. Torricelli. Played on by Padovano, but straight to Raid. Well read by one of the goal scorers, Ciro Ferrara. Pessotto. And down is Ciro Ferrara. Lamar tried his best. Some will say he should have pushed that around, but it was going in off one of his own players. Good in. No trouble at all for Takinardi. Deschamps to Zidane. D'Olivio. Torricelli looking for the return, not forthcoming. And Ciro Ferrara does enough. Pessotto. Just his second year at Juve. It's hard to believe, isn't it? You look at the defence of this Paris Saint-Germain side. Gotti over 200 games in France. Lamar 377. Le Guen 401. Then throwing Guerin with 373. Local with 230. Fournier with 318 games. That is a wealth of experience. But that experience has not been out there tonight. Virtually every time Juve attacked the Paris Saint-Germain goal, they came up with a decisive blow. The first leg of the European Super Cup in Paris has been dominated by the Italian magic of Juve. An amazing first half. What more can you say? Half time. First leg of the European Super Cup. They're already talking about swapping shirts. Amazing scenes, aren't they? How devastated must Paris Saint-Germain be? Half time in Paris in the first leg of the European Super Cup. Paris Saint-Germain 0, Juventus 4. Let's just remind you how Juventus won the World Club Championship last year. Welcome back to Paris for the second half of the European Super Cup between Paris Saint-Germain and Juventus. 4-0 to the Italians. The Italian sides have done very well in this cup competition, with AC Milan having won 3 of those contested since 1989, and they lost the 93 European Super Cup to Parma. And no French side has won the European Super Cup. Now the reason for that is simple. This is the first time that a French side has been at a European Super Cup final. Zidane. Now Takinardi just couldn't get down that flank. Paris Saint-Germain, newcomers really to European football, and they're only 27 years old this year. 2 French championships, more recently in '94, 4 domestic cups and 1 League Cup. Unlike their illustrious opponent, who are celebrating 100 years of existence this year, Juventus. Back by Del Piero. Foul committed by the 22-year-old midfielder, Leroy. Takinardi in trouble. And again, they're opening them right up. Padovano getting it deep across to D'Olivio, who's caught out. Headed on by Ray Torricelli. Offside is Deli Valdez. Padovano. Undue pressure on Uridi. Offside flag against Del Piero. Takinadi on, too strong for Zidane. He gets it back though. Torricelli. Good bustling run. But Ngozi is there to clean up. Leroy. And good in, it breaks down for Paris Saint-Germain again. They get a second chance. Rai. Now Kennedy. Zidane just doing enough to Livio. Padovano. He's just clipped. Well, Paris Saint-Germain playing more for respectability now. Trailing 4-0. This is the 5th minute of the second half. Borini. Peruzzi's playing it too strong to Torricelli. Good clearance by Ciro Ferrara. You've got to commend the players out there. They've really adjusted to the cold, icy conditions. Ngozi. Leroy. Rai. Comfortably done by Didier Deschamps. And it struck the leg of Zidane. Just too much to ask for, really, from the French international. Rai. That's better work. The header, the save by Peruzzi. Valdez denied. And Torricelli holding firm, but a penalty. Deemed to be an intentional handball. And Deschamps just trying to cool proceedings down for Torricelli. Luck not on the side of Juve this time. Really, first impressions, it looked fairly innocuous. Peruzzi made the save. It's all about intent, and the referee felt there was an intentional handball against Torricelli. And respectability, will it be restored here? It will. 4-1, but there's much more to do. 5 goals in the first leg of the European Super Cup. And just maybe a 6th. Delivio's ball going behind. And really about time Leonardo was thrown in there. The Brazilian international had signed a 3-year contract this season after playing in the J League with Kashima. Again, it's great work by Padovano, who is looking for Del Piero. Good in. Ciro Ferrara just getting it away. Basotto confronted by Rai. That's class from Zidane. But that's not a good interception. Kennedy played it to Rai. Good touch on. No one inside. Torricelli. This time he clears. Second change made. Another booking, the third in the game. Delivio. Obstruction. The shot crashing down. Well, you can't really blame Leonardo for that. He was just holding his ground. Kennedy is running out of space. Marcello Lippi with a mandatory cigar in the right hand. His third season now at Juve. His first season there in 94-95, they finished first. Of course, last season, runners-up to Milan. Nice touch for Delivio by Deschamps. 13 minutes into the second half. Juve lead 4-1. And a good take by the French international. It hasn't been a great night for him. Onside. Del Piero has got Padovano inside, deflecting and deflecting away for a corner. Great ball for Alessandro Del Piero. I don't know why he didn't play it inside really to Padovano. And Delivio wanted it on the outside as well. Zidane with a corner kick. Ball given away by Lamar. More pressure again for Paris Saint-Germain. Padovano squeezing it away for Zidane. They're lining up for this one. It goes deeper, too deep in fact. But comfortably enough there for Leonardo. Rai. Roy back for Rai. Second goal for Paris Saint-Germain could really make a difference here. Deli Valdez can't beat Torricelli. The Panamanian international has played in Argentina, Italy, Panama, Uruguay. Torricelli. Offside, but they won't stop playing out. Just on 30 minutes left in the game. Juventus ahead by 4-1. Delivio. They've had so much possession, Juve, in the midfield. And Padovano won't get there. Luckily for Paris Saint-Germain. Deschamps will want to be careful. He's one of 3 players booked. Deli Valdez was looking for Loco, who's been conspicuous tonight. Ray trying to play it on for Leroy. Padovano pushed. Valdez is going off. Pouget is coming on. Ray confronted by Deschamps, and now Zidane. Fournier. And again it's Chiro Ferrara. Deschamps. Oh, that's a dangerous one. Foolish to argue, and you'll soon see why. It's goodbye for Fournier. Why argue when you've already been booked? 18 minutes into the second half. The game, I think, has ended now. Not that it was ever any doubt there, really, for Juve. Fournier arguing the point why when you've been booked. And the referee reacting to the complaints, the kick, everything. He would not have expected any less. There was no way Fournier was going to survive without being booked. (4-1) Juve lead, 19 minutes into the second half, and they have the extra man. And now you sense there'll be more goals to come. Del Piero. Strong work from Ngotti. Zidane again winning possession. Deschamps. Onside is Del Piero. He couldn't get it inside to Zidane. Squandered opportunity really for Juve. They caught them flat at the back. Zidane, that's a great ball. Padovano looking for Del Piero. Did it take a touch from Lamar? Nice swing on this one. Lamar knew there was danger behind him. He might have just got a touch. Maybe not. Well, now Padovano has been credited with that second goal. The header that did deflect in. Padovano, dangerous play by Zidane. Maybe Padovano offside. That is dangerous play. So Tilio Lombardo is on. Tacchinardi is off. His debut season only saw him play 13 games because of injury. Now in this campaign, just one start in round 13. He's come off the bench now 7 times in the league, and so much depth at Juve, even though they signed 13 new players and lost 15 in the off-season. It had to be a concise clearance. There's only been one other occasion this season where Paris Saint-Germain have conceded more than 2 goals, when they went down 5-3 away to Bordeaux in round 18. That was the start of their bad trot. up to Christmas. Although I do take that back, they also went down in the Cup Winners' Cup against Galatasaray, the first leg of the second round. They went down 4-2 but bounced back to win here 4-0 in the second leg. Aside from that, they haven't really struggled up until now. Midway through the second half, 4-1 to Juve. Smart work by PSG, holding on. But he hasn't got the support. Still, he's got the corner kick. Juve's 100-year celebration did not begin well this season, or this year, losing to Parma and drawing at home to Atalanta. The league leaders in Serie A, knocked down to the Italian Cup by Inter Milan in the quarterfinals. Well, they did win the World Club Championship before Christmas. And also, of course, unbeaten in the Champions League. They play in the quarterfinals against Rosenborg. Dortmund take on Auxerre. Man United face Porto, and Ajax will meet Atletico Madrid. Paris Saint-Germain, of course, to face the Greek side Ajax in the quarterfinals of the Cup Winners' Cup. Benfica take on Fiorentina. Milan meet Liverpool, and Barcelona play AIK Solna of Sweden. And almost squeezed through for Padovano. He still could go. Oh, what a blunder from Delivio. Another change by Marcello Lippi. Against Ciro Ferrara. There's the former Padova striker Nicola Amoruso. Hasn't been the goal feast we expected in the second half. Just under 20 minutes left. 4-1 to Juventus. Lombardo. Can he start something? He just might. Padovano! And saved at the second attempt there by Lamar. Lombardo following through. Great attempt that was. Looking for the hat-trick. Lamar just doing enough as Lombardo came through. A double change. Giuliano and Amoruso coming on. A bit of a shame for Padovano. Would have loved to have stayed on to get his hat-trick. So 2 fringe players, you could say. Amoruso has only had 3 starts in the league. Has scored in the Champions League. Their last game when they beat Fenerbahce in Turin. Padovano scored and Amoruso scored in that game. And he's only had 7 appearances in the league proper. Giuliano has only had the 8 appearances, just 2 starts for him. But he is a young player. He's only 18, Giuliano. Look out for him. Number 13. He came to Juve this season from Salernitana, where Danny Tiago is playing. Now Zidane. No way through for Amoruso. Torricelli up there to help his defence. Del Piero looking for Lombardo. Basotto squeezing it through for Zidane. Great run from the Frenchman. And he goes for goal himself when he had support inside. But the temptation was just too strong, and who can blame him? A wonderful run from Zidane, just getting away so easily from Ngotti, cutting back inside. He made Loco look like a passenger. Again, they open them up. Lombardo. He gets it inside. Del Piero for Lombardo. No power. Delivio again was free. You can see him in the background there. I really believe they should have played it square. You'll see Delivio as the free player on the right. A bit of selfishness creeping into the play now for Juve. Lombardo. Del Piero can't beat Ngotti. Deschamps. Skidding away from Torricelli. Frustrating night for the home supporters. Leonardo playing it on to Rai. Ngotti. And straight to Delivio. He's looking for Zidane. Lombardo. Deschamps. Look at the room. Delivio. Torricelli wants it. He's onside. He made the run at the right time. And Kennedy winning the duel with Torricelli. Offside flag against Bourget. Amoruso. D'Olivio. Aimed for Del Piero. Ngotti. Didn't get it away properly. Zidane squeezing it back for Lombardo. That's a better attempt. Good take, Lamar. Great build-up from Juventus here. Two chances to Lombardo in the last couple of minutes. Considering Paris Saint-Germain have had 10 players now since the 18th minute of the second half. We're in the 34th. They've adapted fairly well. Lamar. Very coolly done. As the clearance deflects off the face of Lombardo. By Basotto, but straight to Rai. Bouget goes behind him. Torricelli to Deschamps. Oh, they look so confident in possession, Juve. Lombardo. Well, that's a waste. It's gone behind D'Olivio. Momentum just dropping a bit. Torricelli. There was no hope at all for Deschamps. Kennedy back. Lamar. The last 10 minutes. Juventus lead the first leg of the European Super Cup 1-0. Leonardo. Loco. Now Ray with some space. And well wide. Four goals this season for Paris Saint-Germain in the league. And only the one in 4 Cup Winners' Cup matches. Zidane. Del Piero. Lombardo's onside. He plays it back behind Amoruso. And D'Olivio up there again. And that was probably the time where he should have gone direct for goal. But another wasted chance for Juventus. That's great work by Del Piero. Pesotto. Already 2 Juve defenders have scored. Lombardo! That's 5! How sweet it is for Attilio Lombardo. His second goal of the season. He'd already promised so much earlier with 2 attempts. The overlapping work here from Pesotto was all class. He looked up, he had time, and the pass was so accurate straight to Lombardo, the one touch, and then whack. That's Juventus 5, Paris Saint-Germain 1. It's just too hard to believe. Paris Saint-Germain have only been beaten at this ground once this season. And last season, I can tell you, in the league, they only lost one game here at this ground as well, when they went all the way to win the Cup Winners' Cup. They were unbeaten, 2 losses in the last 2 seasons at this ground, and now they are down 5-1. Del Piero no foul. They certainly are missing Bravo and Djorkaeff, 2 of 14 players that they lost in the off-season. They've still got 5.5 minutes. Well, I really believe you could safely say that Juventus have got the Super Cup. That's amazing, isn't it? You're listening to some of the French supporters cheering for Juventus, although Juve have got a fair amount of support out there. Quite a few people have travelled to Paris for this. Torricelli, Amoruso, Deschamps, Zidane, good little touch on. Well, Amoruso was offside, but Delivio gets it now. That's a waste. The numbers were there. Brazilian coach Ricardo would just love to hear that final whistle right now. The game all over by half-time. Juve led 4-0. Oh, fairly petty stuff from the referee. Del Piero. Pessotto, who laid on that final pass for Lombardo. Amoruso with a second chance. Offside. If you've just woken up, the bad news is you've missed out seeing 6 goals. A live coverage of the European Super Cup first leg game between Juve and Paris Saint-Germain. Delivio, he's been hoping for the opportunity today. It's a rare sight for him to get possession around that goal mouth. Deschamps, Lombardo. Calmly done now in Gotti. Clever decoy on Amoruso. Torricelli. Delivio. Deschamps. Alessandro Del Piero. Lombardo breaks away again. And the ball inside, headed away by Ngotti. You see by what the players are wearing, those studs out there, it's so icy. But you've got to commend them. They've really coped well under trying conditions. Del Piero, now Amoruso. 6-1 Juventus. The world champions have provided us with a devastating performance here in Paris. This is one of the biggest victories in the history of any cup competition in the world. And it's great for the confidence of Amoruso, who came here to Juve this season from Padova after finishing with 14 goals. It was really only a matter of time before Juve scored a couple more in the second half. Well, who would have predicted a 6-1 scoreline? I can tell you that back in 1973, Ajax beat AC Milan 6-0 in the second leg, and Liverpool did the same